It's still a shock. It's still, when I heard the news, I just, it took me back to 1972 and Radford, and the MTM studios. They were just, it was magical. And I think it inspired an awful lot of women at that time. And today you can still hear Mary in a lot of the comedies and the female roles. She was such an upper, but she was like that off the set. She was an upper. She smiled, and I mean, after all she went through with losing a son, and it was a rough life, but you can never guess it from her attitude. She just smiled.
Mary Tyler Moore was, what can you say about her? She was an incredible person. What you see of her on camera is exactly what she was off camera. I spoke on the phone, it was about 7, 8 years ago. It was about the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation. I served on the board, and she was the bellwether. She was the main speaker for the foundation. I saw her in Washington. We did a whole show once on the Capitol steps with a whole bunch of children and their parents, all of whom had diabetes. She really fought for that. In fact, if they ever cure diabetes, they should name it after her. She married 3 times. Her last marriage lasted 36 years. And she told me once, I said, how'd the last marriage work so well? She says, because I finally met a Jewish doctor.
That's great.
The lifetime wish.
She gave women what, when back in those days, was almost a controversial idea. You can live without a man. Well, one of the things I'll miss about Mary is her gutsy, wonderful laugh. She said, I have to kind of conceal it because I laugh like a professional wrestler or something. Yeah, this great, great laugh. And I'll just miss her wit and her humor and her great, she was such good company and just made you happy. And to be a beauty and a comedian was almost a new thing in those days. They always had bad faces or goofy looks or stringy hair or something. And to be beautiful and a sincerely gifted actress and funny as hell, she nailed that.